Good afternoon. Law enforcement strategy remains as it has since the first day of this emergency, and that is to support public health in securing social distancing and preventing people transferring the virus. Our work continues to do that, and I would like to thank the public for their support and cooperation that they've given to my staff and how the public have responded to this drastic change in their circumstances. And the feedback I have from my staff is that the bulk of individuals that we've dealt with have really done their best to support that. Our strategy remains to engage, to explain, to encourage, and the enforcement aspect for us is the last resort. So we really are trying to work with the public because essentially people within law enforcement, members of the same community, and we have the same interests. We understand some of the challenges individuals have had, but we also appreciate the way that the public have, in the round, responded to our requests and also have listened to what we've had to say. At the last press conference, domestic abuse came up, and just to really enforce, we are here for people who have domestic abuse situations or are at any point during this emergency placed in fear and they need help. I can confirm that the amount of calls for service in that space have not increased dramatically, but they're pretty consistent with what we would expect under normal times. However, if people need to be reassured, we are there to deal with those types of incidents. I've been asked by colleagues to raise one thing generally in the public domain, and it's really in the space of trying to prevent accidents, particularly on our roads. The first aspect is that the roads are a lot quieter, and people generally are driving around the island at greater speeds. I would ask our drivers across the bailiwick to be very careful of their speeds for a number of reasons. One of the reasons is that there are a lot more people out walking or taking exercise, and that when individuals are doing that, sometimes they come across somebody else walking towards them, and we're finding pedestrians are walking out into the road without really checking for traffic. And this is about accident prevention. This is another strand to stopping additional demand on our health service. And some of the feedback we've had is that there's been a few near misses across the island, and we want to prevent any further accidents. So dog walkers, pedestrians, please take extra care, particularly when stepping in the road. And to drivers, please anticipate that some of the behaviours of the pedestrians on the roads won't be as we would ordinarily expect. People do tend to be stepping in the road, trying to give a wide berth. So other than that, from law enforcement, is a big thank you to everyone for the support we're getting, and that's my update.